What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about characters we can expect to meet at this Alexandria community in The Walking Dead. They just arrived at the gate. Sorry, spoilers. Season 5, Episode 11. Anything that's happened so far before Season 5, Episode 12, before they get inside that gate, anything's fair game. And comic books, up to issue 137. Anything up until then is fair game. I'm going to talk about characters who are at the Alexandria safe zone in the comic books. So, you've been warned. In the Alexandria safe zone, we meet a lot of new characters, a lot, more than any time before, because the Alexandria safe zone is a thriving community. We have a video on it. You could watch that on our channel. It is a thriving community packed with people. They have jobs, they have schools, they have hope for a future, they have civilization. But some of these characters, a lot of them come and go. We meet a lot, and then they end up dying in the comic books. For like Nicholas, who was never really a main player, but I think we're going to meet him. I think he was in the preview for next week. That preview for next week was pretty telling. Nicholas is just a guy who is basically a handyman. He helps Rick on runs. He helps Rick with construction, and he does a few various tasks. He kind of has a little tussle with Rick, a little disagreement, and then gets quiet for a while, reappears and helps constructing stuff. So that's just one more character I expect to meet. But from that preview I mentioned, I think one of the important things is they said, get Deanna. She knows more about this community than anybody else. So I think Deanna is going to replace Douglas. Douglas Monroe was the founder of the Alexandria safe zone in the comic books, along with Alexander Davidson. He ended up banishing Alexander for not being a good leader, for giving people dangerous jobs that he didn't want to do himself, and abusing women and things of that nature. So Douglas was a congressman from Ohio who was the leader of the Alexandria safe zone in the comics until he died, and Rick took over just before that. Two characters are Jessie and Peter Anderson. They're main players. They both end up dying before most of our group does in the comics. They are married. They have a son named Ron who has some interesting stuff going on with Carl. Carl ends up with a bunch of little kids, but I'll get into that in a second. Jessie and Peter Anderson, Peter abuses his wife and abuses his son, and he's not really a good person, and Rick steps in and ends up killing Peter. Pretty sure Jessie died too. I don't remember exactly how off the top of my head, but point is, there's going to be human-to-human conflict, and it's going to be much different from what we've seen. It's going to be more than just survival. It's going to be like neighborhood drama, but without law, so you can kill people. So that's going to be fun. Ron is their son. They have friends, Mikey. Sophia's still in the picture in the comic books, and she's one of Carl's good friends, and he takes care of her. He looks after her, and it ends up with a lot of fights among the little boys. And Sophia has a big role, but she died in the show, which we know at this point. So I think maybe we can expect a replacement for her, because that is a big plot point at the Alexandria safe zone, is this Carl-Sophia relationship. So I think we can expect some sort of replacement for Sophia, and I don't know how it's going to come. Might be boy, might be a girl. Like, I think they're swapping out Douglas Monroe for a female character. Who knows? And finally, we're going to meet Paul Monroe, better known as Jesus or Jesus. It's on pages. Depends how you want to read it. But Paul Monroe, he is a badass. He's from the Hilltop community. We're not there yet, but in the comics, they end up trading with the Hilltop and establishing this whole community, this whole branch of communities that trade and take care of each other. But Paul Monroe, he's a badass. He can fight. He's like a ninja with a beard and a ponytail or some kind of crazy hair. I aspire to get hair like that. But those are some characters I expect to meet. We have a lot of characters. Scott Heath, lots of guys, and eventually Negan, which everyone keeps talking about. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and hopefully I'm right. I'll talk about this after Sunday's episode. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We'll have news, interviews, and clips for you. And follow us on Twitter at Comicbook.com so you can stay up to date with all the news, Walking Dead, and everything else.